All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle and Elders in New York, GMS. And salutation to y'all around the world. My name is Maya Ka'al Nagab with Chicago branch of GMS. And Salak for the sound. I have a cold. Alright, so, like a couple of days ago, you had Sister Cantaloupe, alright, so-called Sister Cherry. And the rest of Mary Millions, Satanic Millions. They're doing a live show about Galatians chapter 3, verse 28 and 29. So I gave them a precept, from the Apocrypha, First Maccabee chapter 1, 11 on down to 16, and I believe Second Maccabee chapter 4, verse 10, and John chapter 7, verse 35. All right, and showing the who were the Gentiles in Greece, who Paul was talking about in the New Testament, and those are precepts showing the beginning stages of the Greeks and the Gentiles in Greco-Roman colonies, man. And that's the scriptures clearly you get the history of it. And they got upset. The demons got stirred up. It was so funny, man. It was like all three of them, man, at the same time. Man. It was like a musical. You think it was like a musical act or something, man? They was on the same exactly the same time, man. They just said this is absurd or something like that. I can't remember, but the demons on them, man, slowly just jumped out, man. And then I heard one of them said it was one of her male guests on there. I can't think of his name, but he's like, oh, it's not Canyon. And see, that's what's wrong with you, you Christians, man. You don't got no truth, man. You go wacky Christians, man. This truth ain't for you, man. All right, it ain't for you too, especially you heathens, man. And you 2/3, man. All right, which is consists the gas that be coming on Sister Cantaloupe, so-called Sister Cherry show, man. All right, it says all right, it said Matthew chapter 13 verse 10. It said disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? They talked to asking Yahushua. And Yahushua is the one everybody hear me call Jesus. All right, it says Yahushua mean he is deliverer, he is savior. All right, he is deliverer, man. All right, which he is. He's the deliverer of Israel. All right, that's Yahweh's son. All right, it says right here, Matthew chapter 13 verse 11. It said he answered and said unto, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. All right. So, this knowledge is given to the elect of Israel, man. It's not given to the heathens, man, especially the 2/3 among our people, man. So, they not going to get this, man. And that's why they hang on so hard to that damn plantation Christianity, man. All right. And what the madness they into, man. Because the first book of Maccabees is Canyon, man. All right, it is Canyon. If you look up the history of it, this is the problem, man. Our people destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. Like I said, Hosea chapter 1 verse 6. All right, it says right here, it says First Maccabees is a book of the Bible written in Hebrew by a Jewish author, an Israelite author. All right, after restoration of an independent Israelite kingdom by the Hasmonean dynasty. All right, which consists of the Maccabees. All right. About the latter part of the 2nd century, the original Hebrew is lost, and the most important surviving version is the Greek translation contained in the Septuagint. All right, Septuagint. All right, Salak. And it might not be lost. Esau probably lying and shit. All right, so it says Septuagint. Let's look it up. All right. You know, it's a lot for this computer taking so long. You know. Alright, it says Septuagint. I believe that's how you pronounce it. The argues about a Greek Bible translation. Alright, it says Septuagint. Septuagint, Salak. It's Septuagint. Salak if I pronounce this wrong. Septuagint. I'm a little tongue tied. Septuagint. Alright. Alright, from the Latin Septuagint, literally 70, sometimes called the Greek Old Testament, is the earliest extant Greek translation of the Old Testament from the original Hebrew. But I thought this wasn't canon. Alright. As Sister Cantaloupe, so-called Cherry, guest said, it is an estimate that the first 5 books of the Old Testament, known as the Torah or Pentateuch, were translated in the mid-3rd century BCE, and remaining texts were translated in the 2nd century BCE under Christian apostles. The second includes the Hebrew Bible, whereas the canonical books of the Christian Old Testament, considered the primary Greek translation of Old Testament, is quoted a number of times in the New Testament, particularly in Paul's epistles and by the Apostolic Fathers, and later by the Greek church fathers. All right. It says, all right. So basically, here just telling you that, you know, the Septuagint were the, you know, the Apocrypha. It was a part of all the books that consist of the Apocrypha, and one of them is the Maccabees. That it was canon, man. But later on, it was you know, it was taken out by Esau, and I believe a group called the Bible Destroyers. They took it out, man, because it cut the hell out. And Apocrypha means hidden away. All right, because you read Apocrypha, it tells you the downfall of Esau's Queen of America. It identifies where the 10 lost tribes went to, which is over majority of went to, which is over here in Americas. All right, and it tells you the destruction. Like I said, the destruction of America, man, aka Babylon, man, and the downfall of the so-called white man Esau, you know, and the rest of the heathens. It tell you that Israel is above all nations. We read 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54, verse 9. All right, but basically the Apocrypha is pro-Israel. The whole Bible is pro-Israel. Period, man. All right. The whole book of the Bible is pro-Israel. All right, it's not for the heathens. All right, so that's why them and 2/3 of our people who've been brainwashed with their plantation Christianity and their plantation Judaism and their plantation Islam, which is plantation Christianity 2.0. All right, by the 25th power. All right. And, you know, that's why because, you know, it's not for Esau. It's not for the 2/3 either who've been brainwashed with these false doctrines. All right. Now, let me see. I think I had it. Where I had it at? All right. So let's go to the New Testament. All right. Let's see where it's at. All right, well, it says John chapter 10 verse 22. All right, it says John chapter 10 verse 22. It said, it was at Jerusalem the feast of dedication. All right, and it was winter. Okay, now what's the feast of dedication? All right, let's go right here. G 1456. All right, now not all the time the Blue Letter Bible gonna be a point of Esau. He goes in there, he changed a lot of things, man. All right. All right, it says, let's see, let's listen to it, see what it says. Damn. The hell? It's not even saying anything, man. You know.
Strong's G, 1456. Ekinia.
Okay. So it's at Ekinia. Alright. So it says Ekinia, special renewal religious service after the Antiochian interruption dedication. Alright. We don't got no religion. Alright. It says right here, only in biblical ecclesiastical writings. It said dedication. It said the annual feast celebrate 8 days, beginning the 25th of Kislev, the middle of December, instituted by Judas Maccabees, and remember cleanse of the temple, pollution, Antiochus, Epiphanies. All right, First Maccabees chapter 4 verse 50. First Maccabees chapter 4 verse 59. All right, what is called Hanukkah, man. All right. So you know, so this proved that that the first Maccabees is canon, man. All right, and it was in the 1611 King James Bible, man. All right, when it got printed out, it's part of the old Septuagint. All right, which is a Greek translation of the original Hebrew scriptures, man. All right. So let's see right here, First Maccabees chapter 4 verse 59. It says, "What for moreover Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of dedication altars should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days from the 5th and 20th day of the month Kislev with mirth and gladness." All right. So you read it right here, man. All right. That's what John talking about. All right, and John. All right. All right, it ain't no getting around this or anything, man. This is the total truth, man. And this is what John talking about, John chapter 22, man. Proving that the Apocrypha is part of the Bible, man. Proving that First Maccabees is canon, and the rest of the books that's in the Apocrypha are canon, man. All right. Like I said, Isaiah chapter 28. All right, verse 8 on down, man. Line up, precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little, man. All right. So, you know, the Apocrypha is canon, man. There's no getting around it. All right. The Greeks and the Gentiles in the New Testament are Israelites who fall after the Greco-Roman customs, or the Greek customs. You know, when you read First Maccabees chapter 1, it was by force or by will. You know, that they became Greek. All right, they became Greek, man. They had their Greek mindset, man. They're demon on them, man. All right, some of them came out of it, which are the elect. Some didn't, which are the 2/3, and it's happening today, man. All right, you got Israelites who are Americans, get the American death style mindset, and then you got those Israelites that woke up and came out of that death style, man. All right, the true lifestyle is these laws, statutes, commandments, and knowing that you're Israelite and call on your power, Yahweh, His Son, Yahweh Shai. All right, and calling yourself an Israelite, man, going by your true nationality, Israel, man. And again, following the law, statutes, commandments to your best ability and having faith. All right. That's the true lifestyle. So, Shalom.